guys. You guys ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
Oh,
Hey.
well, welcome. Finally, session 2. It's the second session of the Red Storm Rising campaign adventure in the chapter of the Foulest of Spirits, which is chapter 2 from our epic tale. It has been designed by Gooey Cube, as we talk about, and it's presented by the Greater Mulmaster Beholders Corps, where we hope your minds will be opened by wonder tonight. We've had an absolute blast playing the first session of this, and with that we tied stories together from chapter 1 into chapter 2, and there was a whole heck of a lot of fun role play at that point, and we kind of really got an extension of the story and how it's going to work moving forward. And now we begin session 2, and always playing today we have Zane and Mark and Lee, the Mighty Trey.
Hey!
And Chris, our technical master behind the scenes for our stream. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I am Casey, better known as the emissary of the Great Mother. And so with that, my aberrations, I ask you, shall we begin?
Aye.
All right, the ayes have it. So tonight, or today, the day dawns as a new quest begins. The Dark Forest is a place not to be trifled with, especially on this day of Darktide. And yes, the howling in the background is quite appropriate. Tonight, my friends, we have a wonderful special tale for you. We're going to continue with our character spotlights. And tonight, Kenna is going to tell you a little bit more about who she is and where she's come from. Go for it, my friend.
Kenna, of course, as you know, is a spell dancer, and she is blood touched by the fairy. Let me step back into her past just a little over a year ago. Kenna paused as she scanned the woods ahead of her. Can this be right, she thought? She glanced through the trees to the clearing to find Cray, her father, with his back to her, standing in the clearing, focused on something in the opposite direction of where she had approached from. She had been tracking him for hours. This little game that they played was, she knew, for training, but she had never managed to get up behind him. Quietly, she raised the chalk-filled beanbag they used for these little exercises. And at the same time she threw it, she tossed a rock off to her right, crashing through the bushes. Cray spun in the direction of the sound of the rock. Right as the beanbag struck him full on the side of his face, Kenna froze. Inside her heart was elated. Inside of her stomach, the butterflies and the terror. She didn't know how he would react. She had never tracked him and gotten the drop on him like this. What would happen? It was a strange sound, she told her mother. I wasn't sure Cray even knew how to laugh. Dear, chuckled her mother. Cray used to laugh a lot when we were younger, but you must know, next time you go out with him, he will not be nearly as easy a target. This was her first, just over a year ago, on her 15th birthday. That night, after the evening's fire, her mother and father took her aside, which is something they rarely did. They usually never interacted with her together. They were always together in her raising, but not at the same time. That evening, they presented her with a gift, a small, uncut diamond. She was not sure why, but it was something that they both gave to her and therefore became the most precious thing, not because of its gold piece value, but because it was the first gift that her parents gave her together, other than life. She keeps it in a small leather pouch around her neck on a cord, and it is her most valuable possession. And now she's in the woods with her friends, and things are getting scary.
Yes, they are scary, but that was a wonderful tale. Thank you. I'd love to hear more about her and her background with her dad and her mom. Such a great story, and it works so well together. So good job on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go ahead and roll for a Gooey reward. Go ahead and roll on the Gooey reward table. I'll award you that for that. That's awesome.
Oh my, I got a hero point.
And a hero point. Oh, wow, look at that. So that is going to be useful, I'm sure. So keep that in your back pocket. And
Oh my gosh, so I have a fate point and a hero point. That is, whoa, hello.
as it says, truly epic. So
Yeah.
exciting. All right, everybody. Well, while we're doing that, let's go ahead and have everybody roll on a d20 and see what you get. Mark rolls a 20.
Nice.
Now, do you want that in your first attack roll, or do you want to go?
Well, I am pretty good at rolling ones on attacking, but I think I'll take the Gooey reward.
I would.
Right. You got a Gooey reward. All right, Trey, give me a d20 roll. Or Gror gave it to me already. He did. Never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry.
I'm letting Gror do all the rolling.
Yes. I'm just not reading things right here. So, all right. Avoid a fumble. Well, there you go. See, it works out.
Perfect. I will use that on my first attack.
More than likely.
I think I need to go in and fix that card. It's got a copyright at the bottom of it. Look at that.
Yeah, it sure does. Copyright symbol.
All right, my friend. Oh, good deal. Wow. Gooey rewards, a good hot Gooey rewards tonight. So we're excited about that.
Yes.
I will say, we can go back and kind of give it a little bit of recap. So session 1 for the Foulest of Spirits. So we left off at the end of the previous session before that, on the cliffhanger of the end of chapter 1. And that was with all of the lanterns and the Carnival camp going out, and Legan passing out, and Mother Salvenza passing out as he's staring up into the sky at nothing and going catatonic. And opportunity to kind of converse with various family members in the troop and get a little bit more lore and a little bit more knowledge of what this story has to offer. And eventually got the chance to rest for the evening and get that long-awaited rest after the longest day ever. And once that happened, you all woke up and had a conversation with Borag, who charged you to head off into the dark wood because he and Kalnassi Ray were going to head off on a journey for a few hours to take care of some business, but there's a courier business that you were charged with by him. He gave Theros the Bravda ring, which is the leader's ring of the Blue Veil troop, and that's used to be able to transfer messages between the different troops of the Hanatas people. And it also is a signet to show that they are the leader within this group, that he trusts, and he's so proud and excited that you all have shown yourself in the last days in your mettle to trust you. But this is the day of Darktide. The day of Darktide is the day that commemorates when the Woe of Ruin, 1,200 years earlier, shattered the world, and magic started to seep into the world, and the blood touch started to infest all manner of living beings and things, and creatures and monsters came into the world. And so Darktide, from sundown on Darktide's eve till sundown on the day of Darktide, it's a foreboding day, and there's many strange things that happen on this day. Consider it similar to what some may liken it to, possibly the Day of the Dead. And you just so happen to be traveling through a dark, misty, cold forest on the brink of winter. And you've already been jumped by some foul creatures with glowing red eyes and took care of them. And then you found a rock that had a melting skull painted on it. And then you found a disembodied skeletal hand nailed to a tree with a beautiful shiny ring on it. That shiny ring cast to detect magic on that and found that it was radiating abjuration magic, which shows that there's something special about that ring. But just as you were ready, with much trepidation, to take that ring, a noise sounded behind Theros and Fleegan, and they turned around to see a gaggle of skeletons moving, threatening, and attacking manner the party. That's where we left off. And so therefore, that's where we begin tonight. So my friends, roll initiative.
Yay!
Let's see what we got. Everybody looks like they got their initiative rolls in. Hey, Flagon, okay, you rolled a little low there, so hopefully on your attack roll you might roll a little high, right?
One can hope. One can hope.
One hope. Yep. Did
All
you
right,
roll
well,
for Zane's character?
Oh, you know what? He may be in. He's not in the chat just yet, but I see that he's in. Roll 20.
Yep.
Perfect timing.
So just wait here just a second. And dude. What's that?
Turn undead.
Yes. You should have that. If it's not on your character sheet, I just missed it. So, yeah. In fact, while we're ready for Zane to queue up, I might be able just to drop that right on your character sheet real fast.
Drag and drop.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yep.
I'm not sure that it's drag and droppable. Let me see if it is. Is it? Okay. It's no. It's not drag and droppable, so it has to be typed in. But
Has to be built.
if you need here, do you need the stats on that, my friend? Yes. Okay.
No.
For those who may have never seen this before, there you go. Turn undead.
Yep.
All right, friends. 6 skeletons coming out of the woods, heading towards you threateningly. And Kenna, your gaze turns from the ring. What do you do?
Ooh. Would it be a bonus action to grab the ring and then still be able to move and attack?
Yeah. I'll let you make a bonus action to grab the ring.
Okay, cool. My bonus action,
Give me a sleight of hand check, please.
sleight of hand. Okay.
Okay.
How's that?
That's really
How's
good,
that?
actually. Yes. So you reach out to grab the ring, and you are dead set on making sure that that thing is going to your possession. And so you very masterfully reach out and just slip that thing right off that bony finger, and you have it in the palm of your hand as a bonus action. So what do you want to do for
Okay.
your full action?
For my full action, I will. First of all, I will move into melee. And then I will. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to move into melee. I will stay back here. And let's cast a spell. Nope. Moving up. Okay. I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to Burning Hands and try to get all of them.
Yeah. Like, hands 15 feet, right?
Yep.
Yep. There you go.
Sweet. Boom.
Boom. So you stand up there.
Burn, baby,
and,
burn.
Kill it with fire.
And
Do
if
they have to
I-
make a saving throw on that? I don't remember.
I am checking now. Da 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 da.
Feel like
Dex. Yeah, Dex save.
Dex save. Number 1 saves, and I'm gonna go. Clockwise, starting back here. So
Got it.
that one saves. That one
Fail.
fails. That one fails. So go ahead and roll me your damage, and I'll just take that amount, and that goes off of each one of them.
Okay.
The total amount, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, 13 damage, huh?
Yep.
Okay. All right, this one right here.
Fail.
Then this one right here.
That is a success.
That's a success. Okay.
Just.
This one right here. The one's on the fringes, just far enough out of reach.
That one fails.
That one fails, and then that one right there.
Yes.
Okay, so these two are fine. So
They take half.
they take half damage.
Yes.
Okay. So this one here. So you all see Kenna jump over there, and she puts her palms together and she sprays her hands out. And she says, "What?
Burn.
Burn, baby, burn." And this one is completely engulfed in flame, and this one is completely engulfed in flame, and this one is completely engulfed in flame, and this one, well, it's in flame too, and they burn to cinderish ashes. The bones just kind of crumple beneath them.
Yes. Power.
Excellent
Double
shot.
kill, triple kill, ultra kill.
Rampage.
Crowar, top that. You're up.
Couldn't you get the
There's
one
not that
right
many
next to me?
skeletons left.
I tried.
Oh. That's close. About go and save B from that one in front of him about to kill him.
Okay, you broke up there for a second. Say that again. Jump over there. Take your axe and take a swing at him.
Yeah, I'll try to hit that guy.
Okay.
My hero.
Stand back, cutie. I've got this.
Oh,
Or
he takes
or
a
not.
swing with his axe, and that was a miss. Anything else?
Don't have a way to turn it to advantage either. I don't like the smell of burning skeletons, I guess. I don't know. I think that's it for right now.
I don't know, that spectacular display of Kenna's fire kind of distracted you. But it is the skeleton's turn, and he had Fleegan in his sights, and so he's going to come over and he's going to he is going to pull out a short sword and take a swing at Fleegan. Miss. This one's going to move over here, and he's going to take his short sword and take a swing at Roar. And hit.
Your rolls aren't showing up, Casey.
They're not showing up?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I hit
It
with
doesn't count if it doesn't show up.
Yeah. He hit with a 21. So you're going to take 6 piercing damage. Well, yeah, but also a couple of things. One, we're streaming it, and I would prefer people to see it. So, it's fine.
Yeah.
I know you guys like the mystery of it, so Gror
No.
takes 6 piercing damage.
I feel like I'm getting railroaded. I'd rather see it too. Then, out of the trees, Kenna, another one, comes out of the trees.
Oops. Sorry, didn't mean to trigger that. I was trying to open it, not click on it. But that is already active, so.
Okay. All right. Kenna, the one coming out of the trees is going to swing his sword at you. Did you see that one?
Yep.
And that misses.
That does. By quite a bit.
Okay, Theros.
I shall Graxel the one in front of the little gnome.
Well, now that he killed all of them, they have a total of 6 legs.
Well, there's still some ashes of other legs, so this should work.
I already missed for you. You can do it. Don't worry. Go ahead. You can hit now.
The Graxel was primed and ready, considering initiative, and it takes a hit for how much damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, it splits that skeleton completely in two from head to groin, and it crumbles into a pile of bones.
That's because it was weakened by the burning hands.
No, I think that would have outright killed it anyway.
All right, Theros, anything else?
I shall move over to assist Kenna.
Sweet.
Kimber? Just the two that you can see. Not that that's cryptic or anything.
No.
a Casey.
Oh yes, he will need you.
Okay.
We can
And
see him again.
you hit it. How much damage with the mace? Okay, you hit it. You hit it with your mace, and you hit it pretty hard. And you're like, "Hey, that was a pretty good hit." And then you just kind of feel the bones shatter underneath as you connect with it, and it seems to hit it a heck of a lot harder than you would have first expected by the swing that you made. It doesn't take it down, but it staggers back and kind of goes down as you smash off one whole side of its arm. Bone shatters underneath.
So
Nice.
did that seem more effective than the slashing damage we were seeing, or does the slashing damage not seem affected by them being skeletons?
On a scale of slashing versus bludgeoning, it seems like the bludgeoning did a whole heck of a lot more damage than the slashing did.
Well, that's
Now,
what
the fire damage did a lot too. But... All right. Anything else, Kimber? Fleegan.
I will attack it.
Stab it.
Stab it, which I'm sure will do less damage than slashing does, but I'll stab it anyways.
You can poke the bone, and you did. Well, I would let you roll for sneak attack damage too, but you just found the right sweet spot, how to poke the thing and destroy it. Gone. Anything else?
I will move here.
All right then. Kenna, you're up.
All right. So let's see. There only appears to be one left, so I will pull both. As a bonus action, can I put the ring in my pouch?
Sure.
Okay. I'll slip it in my pouch, pull my swords, and just go to town on this thing. Dun dun dun. Swing number 1.
That is going to hit.
For 7 piercing, and that is a Seric Iron. I don't know if that has any more effect or anything.
Typically, it's just a Seric Iron means it's well-made steel, and so
Yeah.
it's hit a little better than your average.
Okay, and swing number 2 is
Fumble.
a fumble.
Go ahead and roll him.
Hold on. Checking something. Is an attack an ability check?
No.
No.
Attack.
Okay, well, I don't think I want to burn a fate point just for that, so I will go ahead and take the fumble.
Okay. Did you see that? Your attack ricochets back at you. You hit yourself.
Apply the maximum damage? Ouch! Okay, so about burning that fate point.
Too late.
Oh. Oh. No, it says eliminating the effects of a fumble is one of the things you can use for a fate
Oh,
point.
does it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and burn my 1 fate point. I still take the miss, but I don't take that. Gah!
So what? So
I
what?
damn near kill myself.
Yeah. So you do your little pirouette, trying to be very fancy because you're all
Mhm.
high on yourself because you just reached out and burned down almost the entire
Yeah.
shot, and you're like, "Yeah, watch this, boys." And you flip out your one sword and you take a slash and you masterfully take a good solid hit on it, and then you flip back around with your wakizashi and flip your hair back and kind of look behind you and not paying attention to where you're going to go, and it steps to the side and you kind of stumble forward, almost fall to the ground as the wakizashi sticks in the soft turf, blade upwards, and
Ooh.
you see it at the last second, just as you almost fall on the sword, and you do a somersault as you've been well trained by Cray to do so as you're falling to the ground, and you roll just barely missing the pointy top end of the wakizashi as you roll back over right here.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that.
All right, Gror, what would you like to do?
How far can you move and attack still for the 25 speed?
You can move all 25. Or, yeah, you can move 25. You could dash 50, but you wouldn't be able to attack. So you could get up in the melee range of that.
The spot I just vacated.
Attack that guy from this very successful spot.
He's going to pick up your wakizashi and take a slash at it, right?
That would be so cool.
So he runs over there to take a swing at the skeleton and misses.
Having to dodge around the wakizashi, he doesn't get a good swing in.
Like, oh, pointy things. The skeleton just kind of watches you as you somersault right on by and turns around and looks at you and realizes, hey, maybe this is a good idea. And takes a swing at you, Kenna. And misses.
Absolutely.
Right. Theros.
Another splitting Graxel demonstration.
That undead has a splitting headache.
It has a very splitting headache.
Ooh,
doesn't
only
it?
5 slashing. Wow.
I did minimum damage.
Yeah,
Wow.
Graxel comes down on the skeleton and hits it, but it doesn't go down.
Mm.
So, anything else?
This is the luckiest skeleton I think I have ever seen.
Hey, you're messing with its ring, right? Maybe. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, Theros. Or Kimber, I'm sorry. Kimber, you're up. I apparently was too. Hey, it's been a month. Come on, I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
I gotta get back in the groove. You threw off my groove.
Screaming. Ah! I have that entire series on DVD. I love that show.
I've been wanting to get that. All right. So tell me how spectacularly you run over there with one eye open and manage to shatter this thing. How's it die? Technically, I would call that an improvised weapon, but you still rolled well enough for you to hit with an improvised weapon, so it works. Congratulations, you smashed.
Hey, shield bash is a thing as long as you're a fighter.
I would throw in there too that as you came around the other side of Gror and you actually got a little bit surprised because there was a Wakizashi sticking out of the ground and you had to stumble over the top of that, and that's why you didn't swing with your mace. You actually stumbled into it with your shield, killing it.
Well done.
Done. All right. And just as that happens, and Kimber's kind of looking around like, a cat does when he hits the ground. It's like, I meant to do that, right? Yeah.
Are all the townspeople going to jump out of the woods and attack us?
No. Kenna, only you
Yes.
hear coming from somewhere south of you, down this direction.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a blood-curdling female scream.
Oh, that's not good. You hear Kenna say that out loud. She picks up her wakizashi and is like, "Come on, we have to save her," and starts running.
Trail, it's like the trail forks down here towards the south. Goes
Or says to Kimber and Theros, "What is she talking about?"
All right. Okay. Any other discussion?
Kenna's sprinting, so
I'll follow.
All right, well, Kenna, you get to what looks like a crossroads. So off to this side, the trail continues that way, and then a smaller trail continues towards the south. And then it looks like, about 5 feet beyond 10 feet or so beyond the crossroads, it looks like there's a small game trail that goes off into the woods as well. You all following her, or you kind of standing there dumbfounded as she runs off?
I'll follow her. Gotta stay together. Gotta stay together.
I will slow my sprint enough that they can keep up.
Some of us have short legs.
Okay, so there is, it's like there's really about 3 different directions you can go. Like I said, you can go off to the west. Looks like the main trail goes that direction. There is a smaller path towards the south, and then a small game trail just off to the west. They're going for the southwest.
And the screams came from the south trail?
The screams came from the south.
Okay, I will follow the south trail and keep listening for additional noise.
I think we ought to go down the game trail. There might be another bear. We could have dinner.
Sounds yummy. Alright, so let's go ahead and... So Kenna's going to head towards the south. Anybody else?
Yep.
Everybody following her?
You keep following.
Okay. So the trail keeps going, kind of turns towards the east there, and then turns again towards the south.
Should I move myself to here?
If you would like to, sure. If you're going to continue down the trail, you kind of run in that direction.
Yeah, and I every now and then I'll like pause just to listen to see if I hear any more screaming.
You don't hear any more screaming, but you do come as you turn the bend, you round the bend in the forest. There, you come to a bridge that goes over a stream, and then beyond the bridge, the trail continues into a glade, a shadow glade, and there is a cottage off in the distance of the shadow glade, down in that area across the bridge. What do you guys do?
Okay, so I pause at the bridge, wait for everybody to catch up, and then I'm like, I heard a woman scream. I think she's in danger. It sounded like it was coming from this way.
Well, how come the rest of us did not hear it?
Odds are women live in a cottage.
Let's knock
Well, we
on
should
the door and
see
say
if we can
hi.
But we also need to make sure that we get the task that my father put us on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, if you remember the map he gave us, we're on the right direction.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay. I say we slowly approach the house.
So, field.
You're breaking up there, Casey.
I'm just kind of talking to myself. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I was revealing an area here. So, all right. So as you cross that old broken footbridge, you find yourselves in an open glade with a small, dilapidated stone house standing in the center. A cold breeze picks up slightly here and stings your face some. The noise of the forest seems stilted here. No birds chirp, and you hear no other animal noises. And there is a strange dullness to the place that causes the hairs on the back of your neck to rise. Suppose I should kill the forest sounds, huh?
Yeah. That
You guys see the cottage, right?
that is one creepy looking cottage, yeah.
What do you do?
I'll approach and look in one of the windows. Quietly, of course.
Okay, you guys are actually just up by the bridge right now. You're quite a bit away. You've kind of crossed the bridge, but you're just entering the glade. Okay, I know the scale on the map's a little off, but you know, just so you know where you're standing right now. So, no, Kenna's the only one that heard it. So Thero, it sounds like you're going to kind of walk towards the cottage then.
Yes, quietly, and Graxel at the ready.
Okay.
I will move as quietly as possible up as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna string my bow.
Each one of those squares is about 100 feet. So within this turn, all of you at this point are up there, and you know you can move towards that. It looks like Gror was kind of heading towards the cottage as well.
Yeah, to the
Yeah.
smaller side with switch of weapons as well to my bow.
Yeah, you're still probably a couple hundred feet away from it, but because you guys have just crossed the bridge. But I know you guys are heading that direction. Kimber is just kind of hanging back, right, and kind of looking. Kenna's looking around. Fleegan, what were you doing?
I'm sticking next to Quember. I was curious to see if there was any kind of like tracks or looks like anything's passed, or if this has been well groomed area.
Sounds like everybody's kind of keeping aware of what's going on and looking at things. Everybody give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Wow,
Rolled a 21.
we're all seeing everything except for Gror.
Everybody except for Gror. Gror, you're heading towards the cottage. It's tell me what the cottage feels like to you. Give me a sense of what Gror is thinking and feeling.
I actually rolled a 21. You just can't see it.
Yeah. So with that quote unquote
I'm
21.
trying to pick that smaller part that's sticking out, and that is, by the way, that's mainly what I'm trying to get towards. And would imagine it seems like it's kind of spooky, but not necessarily that threatening yet.
And I would say that you're correct. It doesn't seem threatening. It just seems old and dilapidated and a little strange. Now, the rest of you, while you're doing that, Gror, you don't notice this, but the rest of you actually notice that there is a foul, putrid smell on the breeze. It's a stench like something lies dead in the forest nearby.
Which way is the wind blowing?
It's blowing towards the west.
So from the east.
From the
Okay.
It's in the east. Very well. I will follow the scent into the forest if that is where it leads me.
Okay, so you'll move towards the forest in the east. Yeah, that's about right-ish. Somewhere around. Okay. Fleegan?
I think we should explore the cabin to see if there's anything useful in here. Obviously, it's old and no longer used, so there's whoever owns it doesn't need whatever they left behind.
I'm assuming there's no smoke coming out of the chimney or anything like that.
There is no smoke coming out of the chimney, no. So, Fleegan, you're going to head towards the cottage?
I'm going to head towards the cottage.
Okay.
I'll back Fleegan up.
Okay. Kimber? All right. Well, with that being said, what happens is Thero starts heading towards the forest to go inspect the foul smell, as the rest of you start walking towards the cabin there, and the smell, Theros, starts to get stronger as you draw near the forest, and the breeze picks up a little bit, and then you hear a noise, and you hear almost a and coming out of the forest are things.
Things.
Standard zombie procedure. Run to the old cabin, hide inside, and try to protect yourself.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh, there's a lot of things.
So they start coming out of the forest.
All right. As they start coming out, I'll start running to the cabin and yelling for everyone to prepare for battle. Things are coming.
Yep.
They shamble forwards towards you in their vile expressions and grasping hands, showing their malevolent intent. The smell of death is stronger now, and you feel the bile rising in the back of your throats.
You
So
wouldn't
you guys
happen
run
to have
in,
a picture of these, would you?
picture of them. You know, I probably do.
Okay.
I'm glad you ask.
Gror doesn't have all those problems though, right? Because he didn't smell them and can't see them through the cabin, correct?
Well, at this point, as they're coming out, the wind kind of kicks up, and you do smell the death, and you see them as well, because you're not quite there yet. So
Oh,
these
joy.
things are coming towards you.
Those are lovely.
Yeah.
Are these the
So are you gonna run?
traditional-
Are you gonna run to the cabin and run inside, or what are you gonna do?
Are these traditional zombies where they kind of slowly walk towards us, or World War Z zombies that apparently are on
Oh.
speed?
Are they
Called
sprinters?
shambling, Mark, shambling.
I wouldn't say they're zombies, although I guess if you want to call them that, I guess you could.
Well, the
But,
picture says the zombies in the woods, so.
But this
Just
is
saying.
this is the Gooey Cube, and things are not always as they seem, right?
They're
True.
slimy zombies.
I.e.,
Gelatinous zombies.
Gooey ones. Extra gooey. They've been in the swamp longer.
cubes. What's that?
They're gooey zombies. They've been in the swamp longer.
Yeah.
They're dripping nastiness from their fingers. Yes. So what are you guys doing?
All right, guys. We need to get back up. Back up. I
Let's
think we
collect
should get in
back
the
together.
cabin. Let's get into the cabin, and we can fight them off one at a time as they come through the door.
We don't know what's in the cabin. If there's something worse in there, that's going to pincer us between them and whatever's in there.
Across the bridge. We fight them one across,
We can
one,
just
one
use the
across the
cabin
bridge.
as an obstacle and fight them across the corner. Would be easier than maybe trying to run for the bridge too.
Yeah.
Fall back behind the cabin. Have to come around either side. Yeah.
But you don't know if
Let's do
zombies on the other side of the cabin either.
That's
I
true.
do.
How about we do this?
I do
How
because I'm
about-
standing over here and I can't smell them.
That smell it means it's okay.
Yeah, if I can't smell them, we're good, right?
I rolled a 21, but no one saw.
So what's the plan? You guys heading towards the cottage? You heading back towards the bridge? You facing them outright? You gonna try and get inside the cottage? What are you doing?
I think we should go to the cabin.
I'm okay with the cabin, the bridge, or standing outright. I'm ready to slice and dice.
Theros is technically the leader on this, so if he says go to the cabin, we go to the cabin.
Is that the consensus? Okay. All right, I'm going to move you over here. So you should be all out front of the cabin with the zombies.
I was on the other side still, the short.
Well, you weren't quite there yet. So you were heading that direction, but you weren't quite there. So you can be over here. How about that?
We can use the side of the
yeah.
cabin as a way to
You may
defend
not ever
ourselves.
be able to do that, perhaps.
All right. So you're gonna take your stance right here? Or are you
Take
guys
our
gonna...
stance right here.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody's set up then. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative, folks.
Gro's gonna yell, "Let's get behind the building so that they have to come around it."
Oh, darn.
Only because Gror can't see the building at all right now.
Forgot to take your
My map will be loading forever.
Let me make sure I get the right ones. So, Kenna.
Nat 20 on my initiative.
Do that flame hand thingy again. That's what you
I-
worked on last time.
That comes from my apprentice ring. I can only do it once a day.
So, Kenna, do me a favor and change your rolling as to Kenna.
Oh, yeah. Where do I do that at? Sorry.
Down below the
Bottom.
chat.
Where it says as
Oh, yeah.
her name and then Kenna
Terribly
drops down.
sorry. There we go.
It's okay. And it's all good. I just do that. So,
Yeah. Less confusion. Yeah, nat 20 on the initiative.
can you give me initiative?
I was trying to wait till the map loaded. It's not loading.
We got the other one to load. Now this one will load for you.
I have to add the 2.14 or whatever.
So that would be 20.14.
I believe so. Hang on, let me check. Yes.
Good rolls, guys.
Very good. Except Quimber.
Except you, Quimber.
Just had all the bad rolls already, so I mean,
You can't turn those things.
Right. Okay. Kenna, slay some zombies.
All right. Well, I've got my short bow out, so I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot. I will shoot this one because it is heading more towards Fleegan than anything else. $16
That's gonna hit.
for 8 piercing.
That your arrow goes flying right into its shoulder and kind of makes a sickening squish as it comes out the other end.
Okay, and then I'm going to back up to about here.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
You're up. Can you see the map yet? Drawer, your mic is muted.
no, I can't see anything. Still hatching dragons and crafting spells, etc.
Okay, so you're about 40 feet away from the closest one. Make a range.
How far from the corner of the house are we that I was headed for?
You are about 10 feet from the. Well, you're actually about 5 feet from the corner.
Yeah.
And everybody else is already in front of the house.
Everybody is in front of the house near the. It looks like a kind of a platform doorstep at the front of the house near the front door. You're near a window near the north west corner of the house, about 5 feet away.
We're near the stoop.
Are we just lined
Which is
up
about
now?
40 away from you.
No, you're kind of spread out.
You're 30 feet away from you.
They're 40 feet away from it.
Well, I can only go 25, and I assume that's feet. So,
Yes. Yeah.
um,
So you can't quite get into melee range right now. You could make a ranged attack if you got a.
that's what I had out. Yeah, that's what I had out anyway too.
Hey, Casey,
I'll
since
move up about halfway in between and shoot a gap or something at a zombie that might be available.
Okay, so you're going to take a
Single
shot.
zombie without a ring on him.
So you take a shot and then move about halfway, or vice versa.
Move about halfway, take a shot.
Okay. I'm going to move your 25 feet, which is about halfway, and then I'll have you take a shot at one down here. So go ahead and give me a roll there, and that is going to hit.
Nice.
Good to know.
5 piercing damage. Okay.
These things seem a little more resilient than the skeletons did.
Burned them all down.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Gror, anything else? You moved already, that should work. Alright, Theros, you're up.
How hurt does it look? That
On a scale of 1 to 13, it looks like it might be about an 8. Did I say that?
That's very, very specific.
slightly over half. Okay, thanks.
All right. Since I'm waiting for the other tank to get up and such, for my action, I will take and hold until one comes close enough that I can swing and crush it.
Okay. All right. Well, that means then that it's their turn, and 3 of them are going to. Well, yeah. That's actually this one.
Don't I have a 16.19? And they have a 16?
You do. Never mind.
They're
Go
very
ahead.
dexterous. They're very dexterous.
I guess so.
I can't count. Go ahead, Fleegan.
Okay, so this guy was hit. What was the other one who was hit by Roar? This
Yep.
guy?
Yep.
Those are the two hurt.
One without a wedding ring.
I'm pulling out my wand of magic flaming missiles. And I will flame
Let me have the center.
the three in front.
Let me have the center. I think I can take one down.
Okay. I'll do 2 on the top guy and 1 on the bottom.
Okay.
Those auto hit. Yay.
Yeah. Give me your damage.
And they're flame too, instead of force.
Yes.
And have 10% chance of catching it on fire.
Well, whether it catches on fire or not doesn't really matter because that one gets obliterated. But you could
All right, well, he takes 7.
Blown to flaming chunks.
flaming chunks of really nasty smelling rotted flesh.
And the bottom one takes 3.
Okay, and go ahead and roll a percentile die. He does not seem to catch fire, but as the force damage hits him, kind of his chest splatters open a little bit. Some of the foul-smelling rotted meat splatters on the ground at your feet. Anything else, Fleegan?
I'll back up a little bit.
Okay.
Hide behind Quimber.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You're just bait for the monsters that are going to come out of the other side of the forest.
I know. You think I would learn by now.
Can you say meat shield?
I can.
Ready
All
for it?
right. Arrows. Here it comes.
Yep.
As these, and you saw the picture, they shamble towards you and they are ready to eat your brains. They see this big mountain of a teenage boy, man-ish, and they know that they're going to have a feast. And so, here they come.
Do I get to take my attack first, or do they?
Yes, you do, because you held your
Yes.
action.
We're going for that one.
Okay.
I thought you guys forgot. I was about to remind you. Ooh,
All right.
ouch. That's going to hit. Ooh.
Okay. You bring Braxel down across and attempting to decapitate him. And you come just about to the point to where his head goes flying, but not quite. And he's still moving towards you.
Run it.
So kind of nearly headless Nick there, nearly headless zombie. Kind of head's kind of hanging off to the side as he's still raking at you with his...
Oh, that's going to be a lot of attacks on Theros. That's not good.
So we're going to start with this one right here. And it gets close enough to where it's going to try and feast upon your living flesh. And he reaches out to hit you and try and knock you senseless first. Does a 16 hit? I can't remember. Let's see. Does it? It does.
A slashing or bashing?
He is bashing you.
Then with the shield, I am a 17.
17. That is right.
Nice.
So that means that you see that coming and you put your shield out, and you're able to deflect his reach out. But then he's going to try and bite you at the same time, and he is able to get around the shield and latch his teeth into your shoulder. And you are going to take 3 piercing damage.
Ouch, ouch.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ah,
No. No.
All right, boys, this is it. We got to kill Theros now. He's going to turn into a
You
zombie.
feel a weird sensation kind of start to tingle from where he bit your shoulder, and you see kind of a vile green ooze start to form around the bite. All right, this one right here is going to do the same thing. He is going to hit you first, and
Or not.
He can't get around the shield, so he's just going to voraciously take a bite out of you as
Oh,
well.
jeez.
another one.
For another 3 piercing damage, and you are already affected, so that doesn't matter. The one in front of you that you tried to take its head off of is not going to get a bite on you because its head's hanging off to its side, but he is going to take a fist at you, and due to the distraction of you almost taking off his head, he misses. This one right here is going to slam at you, and you're able to kind of move towards the side, and he misses, but he's going to try and bite your arm off and misses as well. And the one directly to the south of you is going to try and hit you down, misses as well, and then he's going to take a bite out of your side.
Wow.
3 piercing damage, and
How hurt are you there, Theros?
I'm 19 out of 28.
Okay. Quimber, you turn these things, I'll heal Theros.
okay. Theros, as you feel this strange sensation starting to corrose through your body, it seems to move towards your mind. You start to feel your mind go a little cloudy. And you try and shake it off. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. Your mind starts to fog up a little bit, and you shake your head back and forth a bit, and you kind of clear it, but you feel like it's going to persist. And if you don't do something about this infection, it will continue to try and assail your mind. Okay, so the last one down here is actually going to take a slam attack on a Groar, and it wants to eat, and it cannot hit him, so it's going to take a bite out of Groar. And Groar is too short and moved too fast to that point for it to be able to bite him.
Yay.
So, Kember,
Dallas missed when we see the rolls.
you see the zombies start to pile on Theros, and they're all over him as he's swinging and slashing. Too. Okay, I'll get to save. Nope.
Wow. Wow.
That's a nope. That's a nope.
Okay, so they're not very good at wisdom saves.
That's a nope. That's a nope.
These rolls are really low.
All right.
You wasted them all on attacking you,
Well, that's no good for a pincushion.
They remember they need to spend his turn trying to move as far away from you as it can. That's right. That's on his turn.
Yup.
Okay. So run away, or back.
Okay, well, drop the bow, pull the swords, step up to here and reach over and touch Gror to heal, or sorry, Theros to heal him.
What kind of heal is that a spell?
Yep, cure wounds.
Make sure you mark
Yep.
your spells.
I am doing so.
So by the power of Kismia, we gain 9 hit points there. Theros.
Put
Yeah.
me back up. A fully hit-pointed zombie in the making.
Yeah, jeez, that was intelligent. That was smart. Okay.
Alright, anything else?
No, because that is a full action to do, so.
Alright then, Gror, you're up. There are 2 zombies right in front of you.
Does that mean adjacent?
One is adjacent in front and one is directly in front. And
And changing
they're-
weapons is fine without taking time.
That's fine, not a problem.
I'll go back to shield and axe then.
Which
Is
are
the one that I shot with the bow at all?
the one that you shot with the bow
Is he
right
still
in
around?
front of you. He's right in
Yep.
front of you.
We'll still attack that one then.
Okay, that's gonna hit. Okay, your axe comes down right across it, and you cut it basically from shoulder to side in half. It goes down in front of you. Anything else?
My arrow's still okay, right?
Your arrow is fine. I mean, it's stuck in it.
I'm gonna crouch right in front with my shield arm and grab the arrow.
All right. I would say maybe try and leave Roll20. You know, close your browser and reload it or something like that. See if that helps pull the map up.
Yeah.
It's literally just changing from reticulating spines to crafting.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
It never gets better if it does that.
Sometimes it'll glitch out like that, so I would say maybe close your browser completely and try and get back in while we're going around the horn here.
I can try.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go on to Theros.
Do I need to make another Constitution check? Or am I
not.
doing better?
You will not make. No, you're not feeling that great, but you actually will not make another Constitution save until 24 hours from now. Once every 24 hours.
Ah. All right. I'm gonna, because I think I can one-shot one of these things. I will crush that one.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Boy, I can hit, but I
Just not doing the damage tonight.
there's too many teeth. That's the problem.
Your brain's a little befuddled. You know that infection that you got from their bite has you a little foggy, and your hit was true, but it was not as effective as you would have liked it to have been. Anything else?
No hit.
All right, Fleegan.
Come on, you dagger hucking little gnome.
Well, what I'm worried about is if they take damage, this breaks the turn undead. So either we let them run away or I can stab them.
I don't believe it breaks the turn undead, but we can check.
If the creature fails its save, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Oh. So
Don't worry,
this
they're gonna
one-
get crushed.
Why would Fleegan know that?
Fleegan knows stuff.
He drinks and he knows things.
Be
Never got that
right
so
next
far.
to Kenna here, but I can't get off the map because that's off the map.
That's fine.
So I can throw a dagger at this guy right here.
believe this one's still going to be running to you. Yep, there we go.
I'll get there. Okay, that dagger hits. Look. 5 piercing damage
And sneak attack.
sneak attack. Alright. Yeah, you hit it in a place that it goes to the ground.
Now I have to clean yet another dagger.
Well, you're used to that.
That one gone.
And that'll be my turn. I'm not going to do any more damage to him. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I won't do any.
Alright, so this one, right here, Kimber, Kenna, and Theros are all going to get an attack of opportunity on. Well, hold on. No, he's engaged with Theros. So he's engaged with Theros, so Theros gets an attack of opportunity on this one before he runs away. That is going to hit. You swoon around. You're unsteady on your feet, and you take a little scrape on him. How big of a scrape is it, though?
Biggest one all battle.
It does some significant damage to it as it's running away. So just imagine that it's 30 feet away, because the map's not that big. And this one right here, Theros, give me an attack of opportunity. That is going to hit as well. And you are going to obliterate that one with the axe. So you're starting to kind of regain your composure a little bit. And then this one's going to run away, so give me an attack of opportunity, Theros. That is barely going to hit as you're swinging it back around. Though, that's going to hit it pretty good, but not kill it. Well, it's already dead. Or undead, as it were. And then this one right here. Gror, are you back in?
Yeah, it's doing the exact same thing.
Okay, well, go ahead and give me an attack.
The other one's still right here by me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's turning to run away, you get an attack of opportunity.
Sorry, it'll take a second. I forgot to open up my character sheet. Just trying to let it load without that.
I think some of it is. I think it just needs time. I think it depends on the.
It loaded the other map. It loaded right away. That's kind of how it's always been for the last 2 years of me playing this. If I have a problem with it, it does this, and if it lasts a minute, it's never gonna work. Regardless of which computer it ever has happened on me.
Try another browser some point. All right, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Good amount.
Amount of damage.
Well, now he did damage to it, and it's no longer turned, right? Does it turn around?
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Well, let's see. You guys hit them as they run away. So I'm gonna say he went to here, he went to here, he went to here. Okay.
Okay.
But now they're no longer turned. So
That one is still up.
yep.
They have approximately, I'm going to guess, between 12 and 14 hit points.
Somewhere between those two numbers, yeah.
Okay.
I killed the last one at 13. I remember some kind of example of a scale from 1 to 13.
Yeah.
All right, Kimber. So what are you doing there, Kimber? Okay, that's gonna hit. That is going to smite the zombie. Wash. Alright, anything else, Kimber?
Well done. Well done.
Okay. Wise choice. Kenna, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move to here. And my first attack will be on this one, and my second hand attack will be on that one.
Okay.
So, first attack.
It's gonna be a fumble.
Ooh.
Okay. You do not get your second attack. Fumble due to distraction. So you out there, you're trying to take a swing at that, and as you're moving kind of over the top of the one body on the ground, over the front step of the cottage there, you trip, trying to keep out of it, and you put a foot just right down on the head of the one that's standing there, and the head just kind of disintegrates in a foul-smelling cloud of rotting flesh. Take a swing, and because of the distraction and the retching, yeah, you fall to the bottom of the initiative order. Lose your turn. All right, Rory, you're up.
Yeah, no.
I will attack that guy next to me here again in a second. I was trying to change browsers, so.
That's fine. You want me to roll for you, or?
I think I just about have it. Hang on. Maybe. Yeah, you might as well roll. It's not loading through faster. Oh, there it
So
goes.
you're-
Oh, it's there.
You want to do it?
Sure.
Save me, Groar. I have made a terrible mistake.
Roar fumbles. So, in the midst of running up there and stepping on the head and smashing it, and that foul stench kind of Roar gets a whiff of it at the same time. And go ahead and roll on the fumble table. You can't write this stuff. I love it.
Yeah, the problem is I only seem to crit when I'm rolling initiative and fumbling all over the place.
Okay, I'm not sure how well that fits. That you give them inspiration since they're already dead and all they want to do is eat your brains. But we'll go with it. Yeah, unfortunately, it smells so bad that you just can't do anything else right now. So, Theros, let's see if that clouded mind and the foul stench affects you as well. What are you doing?
I'll step up and we're going to start smashing and bashing.
All right.
That's it.
Your ability to resist the foul smell of the zombies is effective enough to step up there and destroy the one in front of cannon. Anything else?
Then I'll go ahead and step up to this one over here.
Okay.
And I can see inside the cottage now.
Yeah. It's alright. You'll get there soon enough.
There's a window.
I actually can't see in the window, but we'll talk about that later. All right, Fleegan.
It's up to Fleegan to save both Kenna and Gror. Stabby, stabby!
Okay, that's likely going to hit. That'll hit just about anything. And
Yeah.
stab right through it, take it down. Alright. Got them all.
I was thinking to myself, oh God, please don't let him fumble too.
I think I know why they were inspired. If we had 2 fumbles in a row like that, they must have obviously thought that they were not dealing with intelligent beings and were inspired that they were going to have an easy meal.
That seems appropriate.
Alright. Well, for that. Absolutely not. You know, you would have never. I mean, it's already so disfigured and everything that it would be hard to tell. But if there was any familiarity whatsoever, there's not. It seems to.
Nothing from the.
Your intuition is telling you that it's been dead for quite some time, much longer than any time you've been around these parts.
They got any loot?
They do not have loot.
That's
Nothing but rags.
that's 1 fumble per combat for me tonight, guys. That's a new record.
We're just going right where we left off.
Yeah, hey, let's move into the cabin and see if I can get another fumble in here.
How do I feel? Do I still feel like you said, kind of went
Great. You've kind of regained your composure a little bit, and you feel like you kind of mastered it, but you're not 100%, and you feel like you're not going to be 100%. It's affected you.
Have any of us dealt with zombies in our past?
No.
We're gonna need to have that looked at.
Might be something that you want to have Silver look at.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys are standing on the front porch of a ramshackle single-story cottage that's made of stone, and it's more or less relatively intact. It's got a slate roof, though from a distance when you guys were heading up, there were a number of holes in the roof. The front door is weathered, but appears to be reasonably solid. The windows are dark and appear to have old curtains hanging over the openings. A single chimney rises from the middle of the structure, and as we said before, there's no smoke coming from it. And carved into an old wood sign hanging above the door is the name Woodhaven.
While we're here, we might as well take a look at what's inside. I know I heard a scream.
Fleegan is concerned about these bodies.
Just wondering if there's any, if we should bury them or burn them or.
Probably burn them.
Burn them.
I bet this place has a fireplace. We could throw them in there.
Let's take a look inside, and then we can just make that decision once we know what's inside.
We need to make this quick. I'm not feeling so good.
Understood. Quimber, do you have anything that can prevent any kind of disease or anything like that?
While you're doing that, go ahead and take a look. Everybody give me a wisdom, perception, I'm sorry. Give me a perception check, please. Give me a history check, please.
It was called Woodhaven.
Oh, Crimber knows everything about this. Time 2.
Wow.
Kimber, you, when you see the name Woodhaven, it actually reminds you that as you were doing your rounds or whatever your duties were at Carnival one time in recent days, there was, it sparks the memory of overhearing a couple, an elderly couple, discussing the old Woodhaven homestead, and how, you don't know exactly the context that they were under, but you remember the word specifically and how it was associated with an old homestead near these parts. But there was some sort of family tragedy or something like that that had happened with it. And, they were kind of telling a tale over a drink, maybe slinging some dice or something like that. And that's what you remember hearing in passing. All right. Fleegan and Kenna, you both have a very uncomfortable feeling. It's as if something's not right.
I glance at Fleegan. Fleegan glances at Kenna. We look at everyone else and we're like, this isn't good. I think there might be something bad in here, guys.
Yeah.
And just as you say that, Kenna, you hear coming from inside the cottage, a female voice saying, "Please, no, 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 oh, no," and you hear a thunk with a sickening squish.
I kick the door in and go, I have to. It's my nature.
So you kick the door open. You go ahead and put yourself right in the front entryway there, to an empty room. And you were the only one who heard that. Nobody else did. By the way, but this is what you see.
I'm like, oh God, can I kick the door in? And I throw myself in.
And the door must not have been latched, or if it was, it was, the door was so rotted that it just kind of slammed open.
Oh God, I don't like that picture. I do not like that picture.
So this is what the room looks like. The room's about 20 feet by 20 feet square. The floor is made of cracked flagstone. Shards of light come from holes in the roof, giving slight illumination to this place. But as that is the only source of light, because as you regard the windows, you realize that they are all covered in thick black cloth, which almost no light comes through from outside. In the gloom, you can make out a stone fireplace in the southern wall next to a closed wood door, and a second door in the west. In the center of the room is a stout, 8-foot-long wood table with a thin slab of granite laid upon its top. There are dark red-brown stains upon the granite, and a strange symbol of a melting skull in a circle has been painted upon the stone chimney. The symbol, just above a wood mantle, upon which are a number of mostly melted waxy candles. Also in the room are a broken end table, a couple of smashed chairs, a destroyed spinning wheel, a broken armoire, and a number of pieces of smashed pottery. These have all been pushed against the south and west walls. And the nubs of many more candles sit on wall shelves and on windowsills. The drips of the wax forming puddles beneath their perches. And a crookedly hung painting of a dancing jester dangles from the far side of the south wall. The canvas of the painting has been slashed where the jester's face would be. Now,
Don't
okay,
like.
Ken, and I like this so much that I'm going to go ahead and let you all hear this, but only Ken sees this. So as you enter and you see the room, Kenna, as you look about the disheveled room, your vision clouds, and suddenly you find yourself standing in the same room amidst a number of cloaked and hooded individuals. They are chanting, and you can hear both male and female voices in the dark, saying a melodious chant. Onda Lamara das Mores de Onda Lamarath doth Mores de Onda Lamarath doth Mores de. Now lying upon the stone table, held down by shackles and chains, is a female dwarf. Her eyes are covered, and though her mouth is gagged, you can hear her ragged breath and muffled screams. She wears only a smock, and you can see her straining to no avail against her bonds. And standing over her are two robed individuals, their hoods pulled far over their heads, and you cannot see their faces, but their malicious intent is obvious. You wish to depart the scene, but you cannot. In fact, you cannot move at all. You feel cold sweat drip from your brow, and your heartbeat pounds in your chest as you watch the chanting slowly begins to increase in intensity. And to your horror, you realize that you are chanting along with the others. And suddenly, one of the cultists standing before the dwarf on the table raises a wicked-looking dagger. And the chanting increases further in intensity, in reaching fever pitch. With no hesitation or remorse, the vile murderer brings the dagger down. As quickly as it came, the vision is gone. You look about, but see only the garbage-filled room and your friends standing behind you.
Now the question is was I chanting? Did they hear me chanting?
You can ask them.
I turn pale and look at them. I mean, Fleegan's right behind me, so I'm like,
And he's pretty pale.
what? What happened?
Fleeing, you have absolutely no idea what he's talking about.
That's in part with the whole last couple days. It's the same thing. People don't see what you see or hear what you hear.
Onda lemrath doth mortis ve. I don't know what it means, but it is embedded in my mind.
When you say that, all the rest of you, the hair stands up on your arms as you get goosebumps.
I don't want these visions. This place is horrible. We should drag the bodies in here and burn them all. Burn the whole place to the ground.
I like the idea. Let's let's search to make sure there's nobody else in here.
Please. And I just move aside. I'm not even going to. I'm just standing there sobbing.
I'll go in and I'll start smashing things and opening the door to the west over here.
Okay, you said you were doing things, you start smashing things, so tell me what you start smashing.
So I just kick things out of the way as I go through the, go to this door.
Okay, tell me specifically what you want to kick out of the way. There's
Okay, if there's a broken chair, or that's a spinning wheel, right? That's the spinning wheel.
Yeah.
You know what? Scratch that. I'm going to walk up to the table and I'm going to overturn it.
Okay, so you come over and in great thorough fashion, you flip the table.
Table flip.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Fleegan, what are you doing?
I will start grabbing the cloth that's around the windows and start making a big bonfire. I'll pile stuff together so we can light a fire.
Okay, so you're gathering fuel. Okay. Sounds good. Gror, what are you doing? Gror.
Just smash open the side of the armoire with my axe.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bring you over there. You still can't see it, right? I'll do the best I can.
No view.
Okay, I'll do the best I can to try and describe it. So you're back in the southwest corner of the room where the armoire is, and you're gonna smash it with your axe. And then Kimber, what are you doing? Just come inside the house then. Apparently it doesn't globally illuminate, so if I move you inside the house, do you see in that? Okay. Okay. So you're just seeking guidance and wisdom and protection from Gizmian, or yeah. Okay. All right. So Theros, you flip the table. Give me a perception check, please. You flip the table over, and it comes down hard on the ground, and you notice the flagstones are fairly old and cracked, and you hear a few of them kind of crack and shatter underneath the weight of the granite slab that hits the ground up underneath it, and that just kind of sticks in your mind that you hear flagstones shatter. Seems a little strange to you. Roar, as you come over and you start smashing the armoire. You feel your axe kind of catch as it hits the door for the first time, and it kind of tears the door right off because the armoire is pretty old and and somewhat rotted on its hinges, and you'll notice that inside are a bunch of black hooded cloaks hanging inside the armoire.
Well, I'm gonna fling them over with my axe towards pile Fleegan's building to make the fire.
As you do so, the armoire actually starts to fall towards you. Can you go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Nice.
All right. You actually kind of hear it cracking and snapping as it starts to fall towards you, and you get out of the way as it hits the ground in front of you, and splinters into lots of pieces. And as you look up, you actually see a niche in the wall back behind where the arm wall was.
Can I reach it? Do I have to climb up on the armoire or anything?
You don't have to climb up on it. You can kind of reach up to it. It's it's at the height of a average sized human. So all you have to do is just kind of reach up. But it looks as if there must be a large box made of a dark polished wood inside the niche there.
So I'm gonna try to pull it out with a spike on a battle axe, like, the spike in and bring it forward.
Okay. All right. It kind of slides forward, but you would have to probably handle it to pull it out without it falling out, hitting the floor.
I'll just reach up and grab it.
Okay, so you have this nice wooden box in your hand. Fleegan, as you're gathering the curtains off the windows and getting that all put together, and you take it over to the fireplace to start stuffing it in the fireplace. You actually see soot-covered sooty fingerprints on the front of the fireplace, as if somebody may have reached inside the fireplace recently.
That's interesting.
And Kember, as you're saying your prayer, your eyes keep in your focus seems to keep drawing yourself back to the painting on the wall of the jester with its slash. And as you think about it, you realize that
It's Jinx.
it very well could be a depiction of Jinx. And you find it odd, or not necessarily odd. You find it somewhat, maybe divine, that your attention keeps being drawn back to there. Maybe your prayer is having an effect.
Yes.
Okay.
Good idea.
So you go up to mend the painting. I'll tell you what happens in a little bit. Kenna, are you doing anything else at this point?
Trying to shake off the vision and seeing the table being flipped, and Quimber trying to mend the painting, being a follower of Jinx. I will move forward to here. At this point is when Kenna probably notices that Gror has the box. She's like, be careful with that, it might be cursed.
Okay. Good. Theros, what do you do right now?
Since flagstone is rather interesting, I'm going to get down and look at that more closely, as if there may be a trapdoor or something.
Give me a perception check, please. All right. You kind of start moving around on the flagstone, trying to see if there's any sort of trapdoor or anything. And you don't really find there's any indication of a trapdoor. But flagstone looks like it's in pretty rough shape, and from the weight of the flipped table, it had made some chunks in the floor itself and shattered some of the stone. And it looks like the stone has probably been from your experience, working with the blacksmiths and the work that they do in building and crafting things. That these have been kind of moved. These stones have been moved before after they've been set.
Hey, Gror, look at these. You know stone better than I do. What's with this floor?
I can take a look at them. Let's see. I'll make my stone cunning roll.
Yeah, go for it.
It's history plus something. I'm just double checking.
Proficiency. Yeah, double your proficiency bonus.
So it'll be history plus 4.
I don't have a proficiency bonus on history. I don't think.
Well, yeah, but you get double your proficiency onto that because it's about stone. So it's going to be a history roll.
I see what you're saying.
But
I
then
have
you'll
a
add
12.
4, so 16.
16. So you recognize
Get an advantage.
you recognize fairly quickly that the stone has been laid and then pulled back up and laid back down again. And as you kind of move it around, you recognize that there is definitely a loose stone, and there's some pry marks near one of the stones, and you find where that loose stone is, and you pull that up, and you actually find a secret secret divot down underneath the floor. Inside that, you find there's a metal box that's secured with a small padlock.
I'll take it out and put it in my pocket. The box right now. Or we're looking at everything else.
So you take the metal box and you take it out. And it'd be a little too big to put in your pocket, but you might be able to
A big pocket.
Dwarven pockets, they're big.
They're not gator pockets here, people. They're not gator pockets.
You put a cargo pants, now you know about dwarf
Dwarven
pants.
pants.
Yeah, it goes inside your cloak, actually. Either way, I'll just carry it under one arm like a football with a little box as well while we look around.
You got your wood box and you got your metal box, okay?
I'm just collecting boxes.
Collecting boxes, all right.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
As you go over and look at the painting and decide that you're going to mend it, you realize that it would be best if you actually take it off the wall and put it on the ground to cast your spell. And you do it reverently, and as you're taking it off the wall to do that, Kennedy, you look up and see that behind where the painting was hanging on the wall, there's a niche there in that wall as well, and there's looks to be some sort of a silver bowl or something sitting back in that niche.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take it out.
Okay. All right. It's an ornate silver bowl. Though, again, that weird feeling that you got that gave you goosebumps really kind of flares up a little bit again, and if the bowl had any value, you almost feel like it would be best to leave it behind. It has a sinister aura to it, but within the bowl, you notice that it's stained with a sickly-looking, thick, reddish-green substance. And inside the bowl is a vial. And the vial has a dark green liquid that sits inside the bowl. right, Fleegan.
Mm,
While he's doing that, what are you doing? You getting the fire ready to go?
Hey guys, I want you to. Last time I was poking around something, I got jumped by a bodiless hand. I want you to watch and make sure another one doesn't pop out and start giving me a scalp massage, okay?
And I will start looking around the fireplace and look up the chimney to see why these fingerprints are around here.
How many boxes that you find there?
Give me an investigation check there, please.
And of course, that one's a gold box because we have a metal box, wooden box. What else is left?
Oh
wow.
yeah, baby.
Nat 20.
So
X-ray vision.
you're small enough to be able to kind of get your arms and head up into the flue, and you look around and you see that most of the soot that would be up inside the fireplace has been completely worn away, and there's a loose stone backup inside there. And you know that probably moving that loose stone out of the way is going to find another niche with another something. And so you do, I assume.
Oh yeah, because I like sticking my hands into random niches that have stuff.
It's kind of his thing.
So as you kind of contort yourself, get your hand up in there and pull into that niche and pull out what's ever in there. You get no, you're fine. You
A 10-fingered hand comes out of nowhere.
No, this one has 9, but that's okay.
there's a cloth wrapped bundle up inside there.
What? No box? I'm Jim.
It's a cloth box.
I'll take it out and I'll open it and see what's inside.
I just got
It's
some
wrapped up.
All right, you find a sinister-looking obsidian dagger wrapped up inside. Yes, Ken, it's what you're thinking.
I recognize it. Oh god, they used to do sacrifices with that.
Ah,
Anyway,
dagger.
so
They used to do sacrifices with everything in this room.
Yeah,
Bowls, tables, robes.
true.
Armoires.
The blade, the handle of it though is a femur. Fox femur. Okay.
This is very interesting dagger.
everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
No, I've been doing good at those lately.
Thank you. All right. Here. Okay, so Fleegan.
I think it is with advantage. He has a save thing to change a save to advantage.
So, that's is that a good reward?
That was a good reward.
You burn that one.
I have one for a save, one for initiative, and one for something else too.
All right, so
Ability check.
that's a 16 then. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so Fleegan found a obsidian dagger up in there, and then found that vial of liquid. And then Roar has a wooden box and a metal box to walk on. So what do you guys want to do now?
Yeah, I just double checked. Ability check is any skill, straight ability, or savings throw.
Okay.
So can be used on an ability check, but I'm not going to burn mine just because, well, it's not very good for the advantage.
So is there a separate one for just a save and one for an ability check also?
Yeah.
Check and save throws are
I
different.
have them both written down in separate places. I just want to make sure.
So
Yeah.
it sounds like you got 2 different ones then.
Yeah. Ability can be used for a save, but save can only be for a save.
All right. So what do you guys want to do next?
With this check, do we feel anything? Is there anything with that, or is that just for your information?
Oh, I just wanted you to have a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Fleegan has an obsidian dagger. Gror has a wooden box and a metal box that has a padlock on it.
I have nothing in my possession except for a table.
Yeah, I've got a silver bowl that has a vial of some kind of liquid in it. But yeah, this by the way, this bowl is has a very sinister feeling to me. I think we need to burn it with the rest of the place.
Throw it on the pile.
Should probably destroy everything except for the 2 boxes Roar has.
And the dagger.
The dagger is terrible. I don't
The dagger is going to get broken.
Yeah,
I think it's obviously cursed.
it's also extremely fragile and will probably break if you try to use it in combat.
Yeah, so.
I think it's definitely not worth anything risk on.
No. We're able to actually mend the picture, so.
Let's take it with us. Can we?
Well, the fire will take care of that.
I'll begin searching through the rest of the place and look through the store.
Okay. So you guys.
Casey, I'm going to take the vial very carefully without touching the other liquid out of it. And then wipe it off with one of the robes and keep the vial, but the rest, the bowl and everything else is going in the vial.
Okay. Theros gonna head over to open up the door to the room the door on that side of the room. You guys are getting the pile ready. Roar has the boxes.
Roar's looking for more boxes, like in the outside stonework of the fireplace, like outside in the mantle area.
Investigation check, please. Yeah, you start looking around to see if you can find any of the loose stones or anything like that, and you're pretty confident that there's nothing else in that area over there around the fireplace. That are out around it, the flagstones or so. You know what it look like. You're pretty sure of that. And while they're doing that, Theros, you were wanting to go over and open up that other door.
Yes.
Right.
Ready to kill anything that might be coming through it.
Alright, well, Theros goes and opens up the door. You can go ahead and move yourself through that into the next space so you can see that room. I'm assuming he can see it, nobody else can.
I can see.
How that's working. Okay. Yeah, that's not really the way I wanted it. Yeah, so there's something called advanced dynamic lighting or enhanced dynamic lighting that they rolled out recently, and I don't like it. It doesn't work the way I want it to, so I need to go back to the classic version to get that fixed. So you can move through walls and do weird things. It just doesn't work the way I want it to.
Ken is prepared to charge in after Theros if something happens.
So Theros, so I'm gonna do this, and you all are just gonna have to play your characters a certain way associated with it. Theros, this is you go into what's obviously a bedroom. It's the room is absolutely covered, the floor in garbage and bones and filth. And flies fly about in the air all over the place, and the place stinks of urine and awful and horrid putrescence. It's past 10 o'clock. It's full
I
of
haven't gotten in there at all.
floor. The only features of the room are a broken and stained bed that sits in the south, and nearby is a huge mass of rotting cloth, and hay and fur and bones. There's a body that lies in the bed, and in the south wall is a wood door, and further searching is impossible because a group of very large, nasty-smelling rats with mangy fur and pustule and boils covering their bodies move to attack you.
Oh, dang.
So, what do you do there, Theros? And the others, you don't know this yet.
Rats! Rats! I'll step back through the door, making sure that I have plenty of room for other people to engage these things.
I'll let you go ahead and step back through the door. Go ahead and roll initiative there. I'm assuming everybody else goes to arms.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Gross
shit
and
all
weird
night.
doorway, right?
Those are really bad looking rats. Oof.
What was Brewer doing? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I shouldn't have been anywhere near the doorway. I can't see a map right now. I don't know if I'm in.
No, you were near the
Yeah, you're not.
the fireplace, actually.
Yeah, I'm fine by the fireplace. It's fine.
Yeah, no, you weren't anywhere near the door. Okay, all right. So Theros comes running out of the room, or backing out of the room, saying "rats." Everybody gets their initiative, so it's up here. All right. So Roar, you actually get the first initiative, which you should, considering what you rolled.
I'm going to get ready to look under that table to see if I can find another box under it.
Okay, the table's actually flipped upside down on its top, and you're just going to actually try and move it out of the way and see if you can find it anymore.
If it's on its top, but I'm just going to look, and it's, now top, or the bottom of the table, or
Push it away.
like anything that was, concealed under the lid of the table, or under the...
So you're just trying to search that. Okay, give me that application, please. Where's the table? All right, you look around on the table to see if there's anything concealed or hidden underneath it, and it does not look like there's anything there.
I want to find another box.
Well, you have a couple of them. You're collecting them now. So,
I want 3. Well, actually 4, because I found that metal one too outside.
Fliggin, you had moved that direction, so I'm assuming that's where you're at when Theros comes out of the room saying, "Rats!"
Yeah, lots of rats. I will hold my action until a rat gets close enough for me to stab.
Theros?
I think he texted that he's AFK.
Okay. I think Theros is AFK. So, Kenna, tell me what your response was to.
I've got, I've got my bow, and if I can see the rats through the door, I'm going to shoot one.
So you perk up and ready a bow. Okay.
Yep.
Remember what is going to be your response to that. Kimber, are you there? What was your response to Theros coming out of the room talking about rats? Okay. So your plan is to be ready for attack. All right. Theros, are you back? All right. I'm going to go ahead and take his turn for him then. He was standing there ready for rats to come out, and so he's going to hold his action until they come out. And sure enough, we get some rats. Small enough and fast enough where they run out. And, attack the meat shield. So that means that Fleegan is going to get an action. Theros, I had you hold your action until they came out.
No, I'm back.
Okay, I had you hold your action until they came out. But Fleegan held his action too, so we get to go first. So Fleegan.
Alright. Using my brand new shiny black dagger, I'm going to stab the rat in front of me.
You're using that obsidian dagger?
Yeah, it's my hand.
Okay. All right, that is going to hit.
Do I get my sneak attack with this?
Yes, you do, actually.
So that would be 8 plus another 4, so 12.
Hang on a second, let me find the dagger here.
It's a DC 12 Constitution save.
Or if they start bleeding.
Otherwise, it's a standard dagger. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. They do not take the bleed damage, but they take how much damage?
So this looks like it's going to be 12.
12. So this one right here?
Yeah, the one right in front of me.
Alright, well the reason it doesn't take the bleed damage is because you stab it right through the mouth and it would go and kill it.
You stab it to death.
That's what you do with these things. With my offhand, can I smack the one in front of Kimber?
Really not, because you just sacrificed it to a demon. Or...
Yeah, that takes a bonus action. If you hold an action, you can't use a bonus action to do the
So if
offhand.
you hold an action, you can't use a bonus action?
Correct.
Not...
Yeah, you only get your main action. You cannot use a bonus action or a movement.
But you could use a bonus action and hold your action, right? Or no?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
You can move, use a bonus action, and then hold your main action for.
Okay. That's how that mechanic works. Okay, I understand.
So that is my turn.
Okay. All right. Theros, you held your action.
Smash.
Oh, give me a percentile dice, Fleegan, real quick. All right. The Graxel hits. The one right in front of you. Yep. How much damage? Yeah.
Splash.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. So those were those two. Okay. So this rat is going to go. And it is going to. It comes running out of the room, and well, not so much as running out of the room as flying out of the room, because it actually jumped and leapt right onto Theros.
Death Leap.
Flying rats.
Oh, Death Leap. I hate that. I hate that ability.
And it is going to bite you for 3 piercing damage. And its bite secretes some sort of nasty, burning, goopy solution that burns and singes your skin where it bites you, and you take an additional 2 acid damage.
Somebody would cauterize the wound and take less.
Damn, I should have taken that hide armor.
So 3 piercing and 2 acid, and he is latched onto your shoulder. Consider it a rodent of unusual size, biting your shoulder and burning with burning acid.
On the other shoulder, of course. So I'm turning into a zombie from one shoulder and turning into a gelatinous barbarian from the other.
Okay. So this one, Fleegan, basically did the same thing on you. Same thing, it's going to try and leap onto you and then bite you. That hits.
Yes, it does.
You take 4 piercing damage and 2 acid damage. Both Theros and Fleegan have a giant rot rat, ROUS, attached to them. ROUSs? I don't believe they exist. Ah! Alright. Kenna, you're up.
Since they have attached themselves to my friends, the arrow is probably less of a better option than just using magic missiles. So I'm going to fire 3 magic missiles, 2 at the one on Fleeg and 1 at the one on Theros.
Okay.
And hold on. Okay, the one on Theros takes 5. The one on Fleegan takes 7.
Okay. So the one on Fleegan is obliterated by the force damage. And the one on Theros gets blown off of him and hits the ground, but he's not dead.
Okay.
Right, anything else?
No, that's I'm just holding my bow in case they come out of any more come out of the room.
So, just a second here. I forgot something.
The zombie rats?
Who failed their Constitution saving throw?
I did.
Okay, well that doesn't matter.
What's a fail?
And we didn't know the DC, but I rolled an 8, so.
Sure.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, 8, 9 both fail.
Oh, I had a 6. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Mark
Yeah.
succeeded. Roar used his to succeed. So okay. So Ken and Theros, you're both poisoned, so you have disadvantage on your attack rolls. I'm not going to retroactively change that. But
Yay, magic missile auto hits.
moving forward, you're both poisoned. You're feeling you're feeling all sorts of weirdness, Theros, with everything that's happening. You got bit by poison. You got bit by something that's clouding your brain. And now you're poisoned. So, actually, that should probably be that. Should have done that earlier. Okay. But also.
But wait, there's more.
There's more, yes.
Oh, jeez.
In the commotion that was going on, you actually didn't realize it, but all of a sudden, standing, he somehow sidled up right beside you. A fearful-looking, disgusting man who smells horridly of shit and bile and urine, kind of cackling right next to you in your ear, and then takes a dagger and tries to stick it in your side.
That's a no.
Bubbles.
You did too much cackling.
Too busy cackling.
He whispered in your ear as he goes to stab you. Well, let's roll the fumble first and see what
He
happens.
whispers,
He revealed
"Ed."
to you. Well, isn't that appropriate?
And his rather ass now suffered disadvantage.
So he did come to sidle up to you, but he was so sinister about the snickering and the giggling as he whispers in your ear that you will succumb to the vile and the filth and the muck.
Bill Cosby.
You people, you living, and then he goes to stab you and he misses. Oh, slime, muck, filth, putrescence, get out. Ah! And he rubs a hand on your shoulder and smears shit all over the side of your arm.
Oh, he's gonna die for that.
All right.
Is it gross?
Kimber, did I skip you, Kimber? You're up.
No.
Well, there's a rat. There's a rat over here on the ground, and then there's this really strange-looking elderly man who smells of awful and is just kind of muttering things about filth and slime and the coming of the evil that will overcome this world with disease and decay. Just kind of giggling and laughing about that as he's smearing shit all over the side of Kenna. At least he didn't rope you this time.
Yeah. He's still gonna die for that.
And you see him,
I know.
you see him reach his head out towards his ear as he's whispering in his ear, and you see this vile tongue coming out.
Casey,
Yes.
Casey, I'm filing an HR complaint. It's only been a couple of months, and already there are far too many incidences for this.
You need to understand that my alter ego is Catbird, okay?
That explains everything.
Perfect.
So, Kimber, what are you doing?
Yes, hit him with a mace hard.
All right, that is going to miss as he kind of cackles and laughs and dances out of the way, and much more nimble than you would expect him to be. Well, actually, when he dances, he flips his foot a little bit, and a little bit of poo, kind of slimy poo, kind of lands on the side of your cheek and runs down your cheek.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Groar, Groar, it's your turn.
Do you really get tangled in with all this?
I've been searched the guy for a long time.
But shit splatters. Where's he at? I don't see him on.
He's actually only about 10 feet from you. You're adjacent to Kenna, and he's right beside her on the other side of her from you.
Wonder, is this guy's name Fan?
Have a shot at him with a bow from
Sure.
here?
Yeah, you could.
We'll go for
Face
that.
shots, smart move.
You'll have to put your boxes down. Just so you know. I mean, that doesn't take any.
I mean, if you're going to be technical, yes, I will.
What about the pockets?
I don't know how much you want your boxes and how much you know. But you can put your boxes down and shoot an arrow. You hit. How much damage? 7 piercing damage. Okay. All right. So the arrow kind of sticks in his thigh, and he just kind of looks at it and kind of just strangely giggles. Filthy, you putrescent sick beings, you. And the decay will take you all. All right. Anything else, Groar?
Cast a lightning bolt at him, too?
No.
No, never mind, I'm done.
Okay, Flicken.
Since Flicken has already experienced the poo for the last, this week, he's going to go over and stab this rat that's still alive.
Okay. Okay, it tries to scurry out of the way, but you just barely nail it. Roll damage. And you skewer it right up on your dagger there.
On my obsidian dagger.
Mm-hmm. Give me a percentage roll, please. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Then Theros, you're up.
Well, not that I'm already turning into a zombie. Not that I'm already poisoned. Not that I already have acid eating away at my shoulder. But I imagine a dry man. Let's smash this old man.
Forgot gonorrhea.
Boom.
Ooh, crit.
There it is. If he hadn't fumbled, this would have been a whole lot harder. Go ahead and give me a roll on the crit table, please.
All right.
That's good because you're poisoned, so it nulls it out.
So that's a question. I didn't. I think I'm already at disadvantage. So actually.
Oh, yes, I only got an 18 to hit.
Oh. So.
Because with disadvantage, he takes the lower of
Yeah.
the two.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, you're
Right. I
right.
thought about that.
Yep.
Yep.
But
So
it was still 15 points of
yeah.
damage.
So you turn around and you take a swing at him, and he gets a big gut full of Raxel.
I don't like gut pills.
Takes 10 damage because the +5 was from the crit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
So you get him right in the gut, and he just kind of doubles over as you hit him in the gut with it, and kind of gets up in your face, and his breath is horrible, and he just kind of sneers in your face and says, "I think you can do better than that." And anything else you're gonna do?
I've had a rough day, and I'll push him back with the axe.
Well, he kind of parries it off to the side and then takes his, seems to pull a short sword from somewhere behind him and takes a slash at you with his short sword. And misses. And then he takes a...
Doesn't he have disadvantage? Doesn't he crit or fumble again?
Yep, he does. So he fumbles again. Oh. Well, okay. So the costly mistake of him reaching over and looking in your face and sneering at you causes you to realize what his weakness is, and you do more damage to him next. And because of that, because he fumbled, he just kind of laughs at you and dances a little jig as more poop comes flying off of his shoulders, splattering on the ground. I guess we go to Kenna because I can't do any special stuff because he keeps fumbling.
It's interesting when it's in reverse.
It is, isn't it? All right, Kenna. You nail him with a firebolt for how much damage?
Yeah, even with disadvantage, that's going to hit, so 8 fire.
8 fire. Okay. And just because it fits so well, go ahead and give me a percentile die, please. I'm
Okay.
going to see if the methane coming off of him ignites.
Oh, God.
It does not. But
Never even thought about that. Shit.
Next time.
But, yeah, you hit him with the firebolt, there, you do hear the whoosh, but it doesn't ignite, but the methane kind of flares up a little bit, and all of you feel the heat from that flare, and you kind of back off a little bit, as it just kind of, blows, and the heat comes up, and then you're like, whoa, and he's like, whoa! Oh, let's do more of that, Phil. And he tries to bend over and say, "Fire again! Fire again!" All right, anything else, Kenna?
No, that is going to be the extent of my my ability to do anything there. So. Oh, wait. I can pull my Wakizashi as a bonus action. Since I'm in melee with him, I can make an attack with it.
That's true.
Still at a disadvantage, but
That's gonna hit.
yay! So 5 piercing.
All right.
Can't wait till I get combat caster so I can use bonus actions or attack of opportunities with those spells.
You stab him with the Wakizashi as he's bending over. And I'll let you go there if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Impaled.
Gosh, I don't want to get any more depraved. We'll just leave it at that. We'll move on. Kimber.
Don't say anything. Just kill him.
In this situation, keeping your mouth closed is the best option.
Yeah.
I agree.
Apparently,
he is kind of doubled over and kind of he's got his butt showing to it. He's got a nice plumber crack there. And you crack the old guy in the back, so you tell me how he dies in all awfulness. I'll do it for you if you want to.
that's a shattered spine.
Alright, so as Kenna nails him with her Wakizashi as he's wanting you to kind of light the rest of the foul-smelling substance that's coming out of his rear end, and you see the plumber crack, you just can't handle it anymore, and you take that mace, and you just bury it right in the small of his back, and you hear a sickening snap and a splatter as his colon ruptures, and Kenna and Theros both give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Not on me.
Alright.
Not
She does that somersault off to the side. But Theros, your face is covered in the most vile something
Colonic matter.
yeah, that you would have expected to see at the bottom of an house. So remember when we went to Grandpa Karka's house, and there was the you know how we didn't want to go in the outhouse because we knew what it was like? Yeah, that's what hit you in the face.
It's like being dunked in a porta potty.
Or just think of Taco Bell.
Yeah. There is.
So
We're all gonna need a bath.
Theros has been bitten multiple times by a zombie and is infected with something that's clouding his brain. He's been bitten by a rat that caused him to burn acid and cauterize the wound, but it hurt like a mother, and now he's got his face completely covered in shit. So it's been a rough night. I'm sorry.
I'm having a rough night. This is not going the way I expected.
Not at all.
I would like to point out that the only person who hasn't gotten poo on themselves in the whole week is Gror.
That's true. For now.
If you guys would grow a beard, this wouldn't happen to you. Really with a problem.
I'm pretty sure that's not possible for me.
So combat is over. What do you
Tap to believe.
I'm going to clean myself up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna leave the cabin if there's no other signs of another magic box for me to take outside.
Yeah, you're looking around the room and you're not finding any. I'll take that investigation check you already made, and there's that.
Okay, I'll just take the two that I've got and go outside away from these smelly people.
Okay. Alright, so Brewer's gonna go outside with his boxes, so I'll take you out there. Theros is cleaning himself up, and over time the poison effect wears off. So at this point, I'll just say that the poison effect is worn off you guys. What do you guys want to do right now?
I'll inspect the room that Theros originally went into.
I will go with you.
Robes. We have lots of robes.
Yeah, there's.
So yeah, this room is just horrid. I mean, it would likely be the chamber that this old man probably lives in.
Along with the skeleton in the bed with him, that's creepy.
Yeah, it is a little creepy now, isn't it?
Mm.
So you guys are gonna take a look at the room, and yeah, what you see again. I don't know. You want me to put it back up?
No, I've yeah, that's.
What you see in the room?
This would actually be a better room to light on fire.
What are you guys doing?
We're looking at it all.
Yeah, the whole thing's gonna go up.
What are you doing in the room?
Just search around, see if there's anything of value.
All
And
manner of grotesque and horrid things. They're not on bones.
Mm.
Some even humanoid. Pieces of dried raw meat. Lots of excrement. Both from the rats and our little friend over here you just killed. There's actually two skulls. One of a gnome and one of an elf. You guys are pretty knowledgeable about these things to know what they are. There are stained, gore-covered clothes and many other sickening items that are hard to even identify. The bed is covered in nasty smudges and smears and pieces of unidentifiable matter, even.
Let's quickly clear the rest of this building, and then we can start this on fire and go to the river and wash, and then get on with our mission.
I agree. Let's go through the door to the south here.
Yup. Okay, that goes outside.
Yeah, that door's actually locked, but there's a latch on the inside that you're able to open up.
Oops.
Go out.
Then we're gonna have
yeah, you're able to see that door goes outside. Okay, anything? So you guys looked around, saw the room there. Okay. Looked outside.
I say we go check this room real quick. The one because there's one more down over here.
Yeah, there's another. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go in here.
Okay, was there what? You broke up, say it again? You don't see anything visible. Are you going to go rummaging around the bed?
Wait.
Okay. All right. So you guys go through that door behind the fireplace there, and you go into a room that looks like this. If it couldn't get any worse.
Oh dear Lord.
This macabre room was obviously a kitchen at one time, but now it's a room of death. There are 3 large wood closets in the eastern end of the room, and inside of each hangs a rotting body. One appears to be a female halfling, the second a male human, and the third a male dwarf. All three of them have holes in their chests where their hearts used to be. And they are in various states of decomposition. And obviously the room smells horribly. In the center of the chamber is a large chopping block atop a wooden cabinet, and a rusty cleaver is embedded in the wood, and dried blood covers the block, and splatters of dark red are everywhere in the room.
Yeah, quick search, guys, and then let's just burn this place.
I agree.
Okay, you guys search this room, and the only thing of consequence that you notice is that each of the bodies have been branded on their foreheads with the same symbol that is over the fireplace of that melting skull.
Torch it.
Yep. That's not a bad idea.
Well, they were burying the bodies of the zombies too.
Well, we're going to drag those into the building here and burn them. Yeah.
What about the three skeletons in the bedroom? If we're going to bury these three, we should bury those three too.
Yeah, I don't know that we have the time to do that, but if you think we do, Theros, then we'll take the time.
Grower probably thinks we have a lot of time, right? Because we're in a hurry to get to where we're going.
I would prefer just to do a pyre funeral for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So to kind of move things along, what your desire to do is to gather up all the remains of the various bodies. Are you going to lay them out respectfully within the building and then set the building on fire? Are you going to take them outside and set them kind of in a fire and burn them? What's the plan?
Burn them inside.
I think we'll burn everything inside, but we'll make sure these bodies are respectfully.
Say a prayer to Jinx and Gizmia over them, and then set the fire.
Don't you guys want Theros to drag the zombies back inside too?
Yep.
Theros.
We'll all do it.
I didn't get a bed by accident.
Not Grower, but the rest of us will drag zombies.
Yeah.
So the body of the wicked, nasty, poo-covered man is in the middle of the main room floor. Is that where you're wanting to lay all the rest of the bodies, or are you wanting to move him out of the way to lay the bodies there? What's the plan?
We'll move him and the zombies over towards the fireplace, and then respectfully lay out the others.
All right. Well,
Make
as you're,
some prayers and burn them all.
as you're in the bedroom gathering up the bodies, you kind of have to, kind of sift through some of the refuse and actually find a few things. As you're doing that, it's tough work. You're already emotional because of everything. You're on edge, and it's already been a rough morning. We've been attacked by some vile things, and now you're having to see just this house of horrors. And having gone through all of it, and as you're doing that, you do find a few things. Also, as you're moving the body of the old man there, you kind of hear some jingling and scraping, and you recognize that there's actually a very thin, very leather bag made of very, very thin leather. And it seems like there's probably something of coin value within that bag. He's got a key on his belt.
Well, he's not going to need it, so we'll take that.
All right, so as you guys are gathering all of that, I'm going to kind of show you the loot that you guys get.
Was his weapons any good? You said he had a dagger, right?
And a short sword.
Yep. So stuff that he has is he has 2 short swords, which he can multi-attack, but he kept fumbling. He's got a dagger. He's got a short bow. Filthy civilian clothes. A wineskin that's half full with extremely skunky wine.
Great way to start the fire.
He's got a flute on him. Let me go find that real quick. Yeah, he's got a flute. It's a wooden flute. He's got, like I said, that really thin leather pouch. He's got a tinderbox and some flint, which would be really good to start the fire.
Yep.
Convenient. And then he's got another pouch that has some maple and excrement scented pipe leaf. But in his pouch, he has 3 gold. And I'll just kind of, let me just put all of this in the chat so that some gold, some blacks, some silvers.
Yeah, we still haven't even split up the stuff from the first campaign, the first chapter.
So that's what you find.
You just haven't made it to that meeting.
And then,
You just notice that there's a chest underneath the bed.
in the room, you guys find a really nice mace.
Ooh.
And you find 6 really nice arrows.
Oh, hello.
Wow.
You also find
Nice.
a small chest that is locked.
We found another box for you, Roar.
Or comes back inside.
And you find, you find a
There's
small
more in
chest
his boxes.
that's locked, but if you shake it around a little bit, you hear a coin jingling inside it.
So 4 boxes.
3.
3, got it, okay.
Well,
So,
4 if you count the cloth.
Yeah.
A metal box with a padlock, a wooden box, and a chest that is locked.
Does anyone mind if I take those striking arrows?
I don't use a bow.
I have to talk to Grower about that.
Maybe do 3 and 3.
How many were there?
I think there's 6.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, he's got a bow too, so yeah.
I don't think you guys let loose more than 3 or 4 arrows.
I'm actually like an archery.
For the combat anyway.
True.
Yeah,
All right, you guys can work through that. All right, so you guys lay everything out, start the fire, set the cottage on fire. Why not?
Hey, it's in the middle of a swamp, right?
It's a dark forest. It's not. I mean, it's on the edge of a swamp. Yes.
Before you start the fire, Glora will take the 3 boxes outside now and waiting.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
It's your plan, man. You're in charge of all that stuff, Q.
Cool.
I think that's perfect. And I'll hold these 3 boxes.
Why don't we open those 3 boxes and find out what's in them?
Yep.
Until you all stop smelling. I don't want my boxes open.
So we'll go over to the creek and wash while the place burns.
It's a lovely atmosphere.
Too.
Yeah, I got it.
Green.
The somberness of the occasion and the overwhelming emotion kind of starts to creep into your senses of what has just transpired, and you realize that you've done a good deed, though the trauma will probably stick with you for many, many days to come.
Yeah.
What has just happened. And you guys go over to the creek to begin to wash up while the heat of the flames engulf the cottage quickly behind you. And you do feel a sense of calm wash over you, not fully conscious of the fact, but also knowing that maybe because of the good deed that you have just done, that maybe you're being smiled upon at this very moment. And as you wash within the creek, again, it's on the coming of winter. It's cold.
It's cold.
In fact, you notice just off to the west that the creek kind of opens up into more of a pool area, and that pond is covered in ice and a thin layer of ice. So that gives you an idea of how cold water is, but the coolness of the water kind of snaps you back into reality, and your focus returns towards the task at hand that you must go to the willow and take the notes and get what's needed in return, as you've been charged by Borak at this moment. And you turn around and you see the roof collapses as the flames start to grow higher and higher, and the entire building is completely engulfed and burning as this session will come to a close. Though you did want to take some time to open the boxes, and so we'll do that before we're done for the evening.
Were we on the trail, essentially, like when we met the skeletons?
You were on the road.
Yeah,
We go back there too. See, just so that we're on the trail again when we start. And I just wanted to check the skeletons for any symbols as well or anything else. We never really got a chance to look at them for tours.
Yeah, you guys actually, you wanted to search them. I think we even said it, but I think he did, and I will let you guys say that you didn't actually find anything.
Okay.
I thought we ran from there with a scream right away without searching anything. I was
you guys kind of took a cursory glance at it and realized if there was anything, and no, you didn't find anything, so.
Cool.
Okay, so the boxes, let's see here.
Woodhaven.
the wooden box doesn't appear to be locked. Is that something?
Hey Fleegan, can you make sure there's no traps on these?
That's all I was kind of waiting for was Fleegan to at least look at it.
Sure, I can check all of them for traps.
Give me perception. You check the wooden box.
Oh,
and,
flicker!
yeah. Is anybody helping you with that?
I'll assist.
Yeah. You're kind of looking at it, and you get a splinter, and Ken looks over there, and says what when you get the splinter?
Hey, look at it! It's a box! And I got Howie!
I think she might have passed out.
So,
Ken,
yeah, what did you say? Because you're assisting, he gets a splinter. What do you say to give him 21, not 5?
I will kiss it and make it better. And tell him to focus.
Oh, and he does, and he realizes that it's not trapped. Okay, go ahead and roll for, what do you want, the metal box or the chest?
The metal box is fine.
Okay, roll perception for that one. Okay, there was some sort of substance on the box that when it was actually taken out of the crevice in the floor that it was taken out of, kind of released something that caused everybody to...
That was the Constitution save. Yes, okay.
Actually, silent but deadly gas. I like that.
SBD.
We had a couple of instances of that today.
This box tried to kill us!
But it's got a padlock on it.
Ooh, can I open it?
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, please.
Pick that.
All right, you're able to very expertly pick the lock. And then you want to do your trap check on the chest. The chest does not look to be trapped, but you're not 100% sure, but you feel relatively confident.
We have a key for the chest, right?
Open her up.
You do have a key.
Yes,
Now
you get should still check it for traps before we use the key.
check if traps in it. You weren't sure if it was or not. So, we'll go back to the wood box. You want to get that open?
Yeah, let's open it.
Yep.
You open up the wood box, and this is what you see. A black mask. It does something very interesting.
Oh, nice.
Though considering where it came from, how comfortable would you be using it? Although,
If we wear it, can we turn into like some kind of zoot suit wearing guy and sing Cuban in like a big elaborate
boom,
chickity boom boom, chickity boom boom,
boom,
chickity boom.
I showed that to you, right? Did you see it?
Yes, you asked.
Yeah.
You see it? Okay. All right. Okay. The metal box. You want to open that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you pick the lock and you open the box, and you see a black velvet wrapping. You open the wrapping.
Carefully.
Okay. You open the wrapping, and inside there is a ring. It is a silver band with a dark greenish black gem sitting in its top.
Can you say that again, Casey? Dark green stone?
Yeah, dark, blackish, dark green stone sitting in the top of the silver band.
Shape specific or anything?
No, it's just round.
Casey, I got a question for you.
Just a second.
Yep.
I'm going to show this to you. There you go. There you go. That's what it looks like. Okay, what's your question, Ken?
So I have the apprentice ring. It allows me to cast Identify. However, Identify can be also cast as a ritual, which doesn't burn a spell slot. So can I cast Ritual as Identify as a ritual using the ring multiple times?
No.
I just checked.
Yep.
That's what I figured, but wanted to make sure.
No, when you cast it out of the ring. So.
Okay.
Okay, and then the chest.
Yes.
I will check that. Yeah, did you?
Yeah, we did. He's not sure on it. Why don't you all stand back? I can go ahead and use the key to unlock it,
Okay.
just in case something happens.
All right, you use the key to try and unlock the chest, and sure enough, it fits. And inside is a bunch of coins, which I will put in the chat.
Nice.
Lots of coins.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm seriously tempted to use the Identify from my apprentice ring to identify the ring we found on the hand back at the beginning of this little section.
You'll be able to use that Identify spell not only on. You'll basically be able to use it on anything you want to this one shot here.
Okay.
You can kind of put it all together in a pile and cast it upon that if you want to.
Okay. Should I do that on all of this, guys? That way we know what all of it does.
So did you say that you're able to do it on more than one item at a time, Casey?
Yeah, so like what he could do is he could take all of those items and set them in a pile and use that. I would let him go ahead and use that Identify on all of those items.
Since you only can use it once a day, why don't we wait until we're back at Carnival and do it there?
Okay.
Because you don't have to find it.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
We should put all these boxes with the stuff in them back inside the big chest, because I'm sure there's some room in there, maybe? The cursed aspects of them may not,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
worse than they might otherwise.
So put them back in individual boxes.
The boxes together, they're kind of all around the same size. You could probably put all the items in one box or a chest or something like that. Because the chest it wasn't that big.
Okay.
I have a sap.
On the bonfire.
Yeah, if we can fit them all into one of the boxes, then move everything into one box, and then... Because maybe we can just distribute the coin and not...
I mean, the wood box is probably just dangerous because it almost killed... because as you tried to check it, you had to kiss his finger and everything. Get rid of that one. The other metal one wasn't worth anything, was it? One that we didn't have a key to, but he had to pick the padlock. There's nothing great about the box, I don't think.
Not that I remember. So we just use the chest, put everything in the chest, throw the other two boxes in the fire, and let's get on our way.
Definitely keep that ring wrapped up in that velvet.
Yes. Yeah.
And then a painting of the jester.
I seriously want to bring that with us. As a follower of Jinx, I really like
How
it.
big is it? How big is it?
It's probably what would it be? It'd probably be about
Like 2 high by 3 wide or something.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe about 2 feet wide, 3 feet high, something.
What are your thoughts about hanging it on a tree facing this burned out cottage? To let
I thought that's what
leave him to watch over it.
Yeah, that's what Quimber wanted to do with it, so I'll defer to him. He is the cleric, so.
The torch building. So
I will take out the small silver jester's bell and leave it on the stoop.
Alright, I'm gonna move you guys back over to the forest map, by the way. So,
we don't need that for some sort of clue. I don't think either way. We just have to know that we found one.
Yeah.
A little more.
I think we already got a symbol from the gods because Coomer has been drawn to the picture. Therefore, I think we should take the picture.
I believe so as well.
Very well, let's go.
And I'll just leave it on the stoop, and we will head on our way. Still want to know what is in that violet green liquid too.
So, I was.
Did you bring that with
Talking about the bell, you said you found it, the jester's bell that you found in chapter 1. You set up on the studio. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, you all, we need to be done for the night. We went way over, but because we just had something we need to take care of. So, did y'all have fun tonight?
Absolutely.
Sure did.
I did get pooed on! Yay!
I love the poo. All right, well, we will let our viewers go and say thank you so much, and as always, may all of your adventures be sticky. Thanks for hanging with us. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Ta-ta!